time to celebrate. We have made an awful mistake.
And an awful amount of cash.
There is no escaping Lady Hellbender's wrath.
We'll see about that.
What the? Guys, hold on!
Your bones are mine, guardians of the galaxy.
She will hunt us to the end of the universe.
Who gives a scut? We got off that mudball with the money, didn't we?
Money that you forced us into stealing.
Yeah, well, what about that smash and grab on Satopia? I didn't hear you complaining then.
Lady Hellbender is not a bank.
Yeah, that's right. Because if she was, we'd have way more loot.
Whoa, 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 whoa. One problem at a time.
Lady Hellbender will seek her revenge. Mark my words.
Then she'll have to get in line. First, I gotta call Corel.
The sooner we get this fine paid, the better.
Yeah, so we can go back to focusing on being broke.
That's weird.
Is money all that you think of, rodent?
No, I also think about bombs.
And booze.
Bombs made out of booze.
Nikki,
Is it true? Really?
there's something wrong with the connection.
Did you twist the thingy?
Yeah, no dice. Nikki, is your mom around? I really need to talk to her.
She's with me. Inside me. After you left, we went to the quarantine zone. I snuck aboard and there was dark fog.
Did you try narrowing the band?
First thing I tried, it's gotta be something else. I'm losing you, Nick. Can you put your mom
I
on?
knew you were my dad. I didn't know the Raker said it was a miracle.
I think something has happened to the girl.
Yeah, it's called she's Nova Corp.
Can you fix it?
Yeah, keep your star pants on.
That's right.
I'll go check the array.
Bring them back. You need them all back. I just have to...
Rocket!
Look at what it did! It chewed everything! The scut!
I thought Corel confiscated the llama thingy.
Llama.
What did I say?
Who gives a flying scut? The gold domes didn't get rid of it, and now the array's fucked!
I promise we'll get it fixed soon.
Yeah, just like you promised to get your girlfriend to go easy on us? Yeah, okay.
Hey, that's not fair.
You know what isn't fair, Quill? Being the only one who actually seems to give a scut about the Milano. Look, guys, we need the dock to fix the array. Luckily, I know a guy on Nowhere's got the parts we need, and he can get rid of that Nova tracker cheap.
No, we cannot abandon the child. Her behavior was erratic.
The llama thingy chewed the wires, Drax. It was probably just a bad connection. And if we remove the tracker, Corel will make sure the entire Nova Corps fleet is on alert for us.
Gamora's right, we made a promise. I made a promise. See if you can pinpoint where Corel is. We pay the fine.
Quill, are you freaking kidding me?
That way, we don't have to keep looking over our shoulders for Nova on the next job.
If there is a next job.
Sounds like Groot's got that toothy bastard under control. Better not come back here and try to finish chewing through my ship! Or else. Get out of my tail, Quill. I'm busy.
Tell me, rodent, would you have harmed the llama creature if the tree had not removed it?
You think? That thing's got it coming.
Hey, Gamora! I was just admiring this super cool assassin ring I got from my favorite super cool assassin. As a token of my, you know,
Token of what?
of my everlasting commitment to not being murdered by you.
It's gonna take more than a ring. It is really nice, though. How'd you know what kind of ring it is?
Oh, let's just say you're not the first assassin to cross my path. Though I guess I should be glad no one ever sent the deadliest woman in the galaxy after me.
You know, that name is actually a misnomer. Everyone thinks I got it doing Thanos' dirty work. Before, you know, I betrayed him. In truth, I got it after I joined the Resistance, on a mission where nobody died.
What did cause you to betray Thanos? I mean, he adopted you when you were like...
5. He basically raised us, taught us everything we know.
So what finally did it? What snapped you out of it?
I found the Resistance.
What?
Thanos was obsessed. He had me and Nebula combing the galaxy for their location for cycles. Each of us determined to be the first to find them and report back. So when I found them first, I was so excited to tell him. I got home, and I found him talking to an empty room. To someone called Lady Death.
That's not ominous.
I truly thought he loved us. In his own twisted way. But Thanos didn't want to restore balance to the galaxy. He was just in love with death, literally in love. And he would kill all of us, including me, including Nebula, to prove it.
But you couldn't let him.
No. So instead of telling him where to find the Resistance, I joined them.
You have to tell me about this Resistance mission, especially if no one died.
I don't think it's a story you're gonna like.
Why not?
Because it doesn't make Corel look very good.
Okay.
The thing you have to understand is that it was the end of the war. The Resistance was losing. Bad. The Chitauri knew it, Thanos knew it, we all knew it. But then, Thanos died. At first, people thought it was a false report. Misinformation spread to lure the Resistance out into the open. But when it became clear that it might be true, Corel saw an opportunity. An all-or-nothing mission that could win the war once and for all.
The final attack on Chitauri Prime. You're talking about the Resistance stealth mission that kidnapped their infant queen.
Except kidnapping the Queen wasn't part of Corel's original plan. The only reason she had me tag along was so that I would kill the Queen.
What? There's no way.
Is it so hard to believe? She was grieving. You know that. The Chitauri had killed her husband, her little boy. She wanted revenge, and I was her chance to finally get it.
Brel would never put out a hit on a baby. She would never kill a kid.
Believe what you want. But she's not who she was back then. None of us are. Something changed. Maybe it was having Nikki. Either way, I refused and we won the war without killing anyone else. And for reasons I don't fully understand, I became known as the deadliest woman in the galaxy afterward.
I, kind of don't know what to say.
There's nothing to say. After the Galactic War ended, I moved on. And now I'm here, doing all this fun stuff with you guys.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. But seriously, thank you for sharing that with me.
Sure.
Penny for your thoughts?
What is a penny?
It's money. Like units. The saying means I'd pay to know what you're thinking.
We must use our currency to pay the Nova Corps fine, or we risk...
Drax. Just tell me what's up.
I am realizing that I do not know as much as I thought I did. Our visit to Seknarf 9 was not what I expected.
Because Lady Hellbender isn't a giant?
She is definitely not. That is only part of it, Peter Quill. On our way to her fortress, I realized that many of my assumptions about this team have been incorrect as well.
Really?
The assassin and the rodent. Without them and the tree fighting nobly beside us, we would not be alive right now.
I told you, they're not bad people just because they have a bad past. Life is complicated, Drax. Things are never simple.
On Katath, it was. I had a family that I cherished and a certainty about life that I no longer possess.
I'm sure you'll find it again. Just give it some time. Anyone in there? Rocket?
What? Can't you see I'm busy?
Is that my toothbrush?
It fits in the small cracks.
Oh, Rocket, please!
Hold it in for a tick. I'm almost done. Hey, Groot! Is the Chew Devil trying to chew on anything down there?
Hey, Bluebird, you copy? Gamora, I was just...
Who are you talking to? Who's Bluebird? What's a bluebird?
It, was Yondu's call sign. He was Bluebird and I was the kid.
Let me get this straight. Yondu Udanta, leader of the Ravager's space virus, scourge of the Sirius system and all-around scoundrel, used Bluebird as his call sign?
Even had it embroidered on the back of his jacket.
Amazing.
It was amazing. Pretty much from the day we met.
How did you two meet? Terrans and Centaurians aren't exactly neighbors.
We met on Chitauri Prime, about 3 years into my sentence.
Wait, Yondu was a prisoner of war? I thought the Ravagers were neutral.
They were, and they also weren't. The Ravagers had a simple code. Steal from everyone. Yondu said it made them neutral.
But they weren't. I specifically remember several Chitauri transports being hit when I was still... you know.
They hit just as many resistance ships, until a Chitauri cruiser uncloaked in front of them during a raid and...
Yondu ended up on Chitauri Prime, with you.
After we broke out, he could have left me on some space station or dropped me off at the nearest Nova Corps base. But he didn't. Instead, he invited me to join the Ravagers.
You were with them a long time. Must have enjoyed it.
I did. Being a Ravager was the first time I felt like I really belonged, if that makes any sense.
I felt the same way when I joined Richard Rider and the Resistance. Like I was finally in control of who I wanted to be.
Yes, exactly. Those first few years, it was like I had joined this really big, really dysfunctional family, which, now that I'm hearing it, would make Yondu my...
Space Dad?
Could have been worse. Yondu and I were cellmates. First thing he said when they put him in my cell was, "Boy, don't be going and getting attached, because I'm just here for the food." And the food was pretty terrible, so...
Yeah, that sounds like Yondu.
I had cellmates before, and none of them lasted long. The Chitauri have these gladiatorial games, and...
You got used to people dying.
Not sure about that, but I didn't expect anyone to last long, I also didn't have my translation implant back then, so I might as well have been alone. But Yondu, he actually spoke English. Said he'd offered to translate in exchange for extra rations.
So even in the snake-infested hellhole, ever the schemer.
It's something we had in common. I'd been scheming for a way to escape since the day they took me. I just needed someone like Yondu to make it seem possible.
How did you escape?
Let's just say it was equal parts simple, complicated, and kind of embarrassing. But it ended with the two of us delivering a transport full of stolen supplies straight into the hands of the Resistance.
For a bucket-load of units, too, I bet.
Anyway, once we did, there was no going back. I was a Ravager. Well, if you don't mind, I think I'd like to be alone for a bit.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll see you around.
Those scaly bastards didn't stand a chance.
We could be halfway to nowhere by now, and only a few rotations away from getting that Flarkin Nova tracker off.
Bitter much?
Yeah, I am!
Going to nowhere without paying our fine would bring more trouble in the long run.
That's what Nova Corps wants you to think.
Gamora, did you find... Are those dolls?
Yes. No. Doesn't matter. The Halosope's in the Teo system. Coordinates are in your console.
So, why'd you close the view screen?
None of your business.
Isn't it though? Sounds like you're trying to hide something from us.
Yes, I am.
Okay, you put it that way. So you said Corell's in the Teo system. Any idea what's out there?
It looks like her ship is docked at a Nova Corps station called the Rock.
Wow. Do they have another one named the Jazz?
I don't think so. Thankfully, the docking procedure is automated at the station. No need to wait for Rocket to fix the comms.
Okay, Corell, get ready to be impressed.
Time's ticking away, Peter.
Looks like your girlfriend held up her end of the bargain, Quill.
We know for sure it's her.
Checking. Same designation as before. It's definitely Halosope.
Doing to my ship?
Relax, standard Nova Corps procedure. My ship's fine.
Which part?
Ask Quill. He's the one who keeps crashing it.
All right, let's pay that fine.
So, what should we do with the leftover money after we pay off the cops? I say we get a landing assist program.
There won't be much left, but we should use it to get intel on our next contract.
We should use it to acquire food.
Yeah, Drax wins.
Yes. Anything but Yarrow Root.
Rocket'll come around, just try not to eat anything else, okay? Ready to pay our fine?
Even Groot can see you're here for some blueberry pie. I'm going on the record that I don't want to be here, and that being here is a mistake.
You ever been to the Rock before?
Yeah, looks like every other Nova Corps station.
This reminds me of when I surrendered to the authorities.
What was it like?
Liberating.
Okay, here we go.
If they so much as scratched her paints, we get Nova Corps to reduce our fine.
Good luck with that.
It's gross negligee.
Negligence.
That's what I said.
Where is everybody?
Most Nova stations are heavily automated, all synchronized by the world mind.
It is unsettling.
Not like they had much choice after the war. Too many seats, not enough butts.
Seems more efficient this way anyway.
Sure.
M ship. Designation Milano. Move to holding space R73
Get back here with my ship!
L. Present validated ticket to kiosk prior
What
to
ticket?
departure.
How the fuck are we supposed to get off this rock?
Relax, Rocket. It's standard procedure.
You keep saying that.
This isn't exactly my first Nova Corps find. Yours either.
First time I'm paying one. Flarkin knew I should have stayed on board.
Coming, Rocket?
Yeah.
You know, it does seem kind of extra empty around here.
Good. The fewer cops we gotta talk to, the better.
Your suspicion of law enforcement is itself suspicious.
Okay, it's not supposed to be this empty.
Is it a holiday?
Space cops don't take holidays.
Hello? We're here to pay a fine. Looking for Centurion Corral?
Door's locked.
Well, we tried. Come on, let's go.
We're not leaving. We'll go to them if we have to. Look, the door controls are on the other side if we can get you there.
So what, now I'm supposed to hack Nova Corps security?
I mean, if you don't think you can...
Cheap shots, Quill.
We are discussing breaking into a Nova Corps facility.
It ain't breaking in if no one's here.
That is precisely when one would break in.
Ain't this the way? Never a space cop when you need one.
I'd settle for a desk clerk.
Thirsty, big guy?
This machine appears to be inoperable.
Maybe they're just all out of your flavor.
Hey, Drax, get me a can of Power Star, would you?
The machine is inoperable, and I am not in the habit of lending units.
I never said I'd pay you back.
There.
According to the monitor, there's 9 people ahead of us. But no one's here.
Perhaps this is a test, to see if we will respect the bureaucratic process.
Well, newsflash, I don't. And if they want their money, they better hurry up and come and take it. You Gold Domes hear me? I got much better things to do with these units than forking them over to you.
I don't like this. We really do need to get that door open.
Hey, I can crack it, but the panel's over there and we're stuck here.
Have you checked the other rooms, Peter?
Any chance they're all just on break?
Groot says the kiosk still says open. I say it ain't our problem.
Odd.
What is? I mean, besides all of this.
There's nothing. Not even a welcome screen.
It is on, right?
They're always on. Constant connection to the world mind, that's the point. This one's been severed.
Huh. Yep, it's locked.
Thanks for taking my work.
We are meant to be clearing our fine, not adding to it.
We're not breaking in, we're concerned citizens.
We're not citizens of Xandar, or members of Nova Corps.
Well, whatever. We've got to deal with that tractor so we can get back to guardianing the galaxy. There! One open air duct.
Now we have damaged Nova Corps property.
All right, Rocket. See if this vent leads into that other room. And be careful.
You know, I still don't love this whole pay or fine plan. But I gotta say, messing with some Nova Corps tech ain't a bad consolation prize. Huh. There's something screwy with the power grid. It's like they're on backup only. I'm syncing the schematic to your visor.
You could do this the whole time?
Follow the circuits and let me know which junctions to switch. We'll have to pick and choose where we reroute power. Hey, I think I can set off the sprinklers from this thing. Does that help?
Only if you want to get wet.
Yeah, good point. Watch and learn. What's going on out there? Prepare to be amazed.
I do not care to think of how many monsters we will need to sell to pay off this fine.
That's a door. Hey, it's a bathroom. Anybody gotta go?
The only place I want to go is out of here. Flarkin' right, I can. Oops.
Oops, what?
Nothing. It's fine. Maybe just don't touch. There. Fix. We'll find out.
Hey, that sort of worked.
Door's closing.
I ain't got a lot of juice to work with here, Quill. Find a way to power both circuits leading to the door. Prepare to be amazed.
Presto!
Watto?
You know, ta-da!
That is no more clear.
Doors open.
Why did you not simply say so? It is conspicuously silent.
Good point. Hey, Nova! We want to pay our fine and get your Kraken tracker off my ship!
What are they doing?
Scanning each other. Flarked if I know why, though. They're acting bonkers.
There's something bothering me.
You mean besides all of this? There! You hear that? Oh, poor little guy.
It is a thing.
Someone out there!
Sympathies are redundant.
Hey, I'm half thing, remember?
I did not.
Man, this place is big.
What'd you expect?
Hang on, where'd you go?
So we're just gonna leave that guy to rot?
The last thing we need is to get caught freeing some criminal. We're already in enough hot water with Nova.
Is Peter Quill implying he bathed with the Nova Corps Centurion?
Wouldn't put it past him.
Hey, in here!
Hey there.
You aren't Nova.
What gave it away?
Hey, jumpsuit. You gotta get me out of here. I don't belong in the cage.
Nova Corps begs to differ.
Well, no one asked you, Scary Eyes.
We should not be aiding and abetting a criminal.
Weren't you a Nova Corps prisoner?
What do you know about whatever's going on here?
Not much. There was a commotion. People were talking about some mother, and then they just left.
Corel? Did you see a Centurion or a little Kree girl?
That's all I know. Come on, I helped you. Time to help me. Look for a door release or something. Just look around.
Perhaps a deadly assassin infiltrated the facility.
Don't look at me.
I know these cells open. There's got to be a switch or something. Look, we got the team up. Just help me out.
Just look around. Hey, come back here.
Now this place brings back memories.
Did you once serve with the Nova Corps?
What? No! But I had to stand in a lineup once, maybe twice. Anyway, good to be on this side of the glass.